Good morning, Palm Springs, live from the Roadhouse. I'm going to bring you today Mikole Kaar and the Kaar Club, who appears every Sunday here from 1 to 5 o'clock, and that is some amazing jazz music. The Roadhouse, their slogan, eat, drink, and music. What else is there? That's the kind of place this is. Honky tonk bar, Americana with the flag flying, blue blood, definitely bar, just classic, old school. Come on down to the Roadhouse. They've got food, they've got drink, they've got really cool people. But Sunday, my friend Mikole performs at Mikole Kaar and the Kaar Club. You want John Coltrane, you want Chick Rivera, you want some interesting old school jazz, soul, Mikole's got you covered. And this place has been around a long time. It is part of the fabric of Palm Springs. And David the Desert bringing you a edition of the Roadhouse on Sunday, jazz session with Mikole Kaar and the Kaar Club. Good morning, David the Desert live from the Roadhouse. I got my friend Mikole Kaar, who's actually a good friend of mine, and he's been playing in the desert for quite a long time with Mikole Kaar and the Kaar Club. And I wanted to ask Mikole just some questions, get to know him, and I thought I'd start, Mikole, where are you from originally and what inspired you to play music?
Well, I was born in New York City, in Brooklyn, and when I was 9 years old, I saw the kids, everybody was looking at the instruments being displayed at the school, and I decided I wanted to play cornet. And my folks kept thinking I was saying clarinet, so I ended up with a clarinet, and then I ended up playing saxophone and flute, piano.
Mikole, what's the idea behind the Kaar Club? Is that like a rotating band of musicians plays with you? Do you have a set band, or how do you...
Right now it's pretty much working out to be a set band. You know, I've got one position in the band that's still floating around, but when I get a completely steady bass player, the band will be a set act. It's a nice tight band now. We've been playing together for a long time.
Yeah, I've seen Mikole. He's played at various venues around town. He's excellent. He's got a regular gig now Sunday from 1 to 4. And I wanted to ask, obviously it's been a challenge this past year for everybody, particularly artists. And Mikole, how have you navigated the pandemic? You feel we're coming out of it, live music coming back to the desert. I mean, how have you survived, and what's your take on the last year?
I've had a great time. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. I've been watching videos on YouTube every day for the last 365 days, and practicing and learning from all my heroes and getting to be a better musician.
Speaking of heroes, who are some of your influence?
John Coltrane and Michael Brecker are my two favorite saxophone players. There's a lot of guys that I like, but those are the two that I learned from.
Right. Mikole, tell the audience where you play. Where can they find you? I mean, how do you book your gigs?
Okay, well, right now I'm playing 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock at the famous Palm Canyon Roadhouse, which is my home away from home. It's right here. And the guy that runs this place is the most amazing guy I've ever met. I've never met a club owner that's a more wonderful person in my life. And the guy that's the promoter for this place, Steve Johns, is an amazing guy and a great friend. So I always feel humbled and grateful that I can come in here every Sunday and play from 2 to 5.
Yeah, Steve Johns is well known. He really takes his time booking acts and does a lot of research. And obviously you got to be pretty decent to play here. Mikole certainly is good. And they do an excellent job with booking bands here for sure. And Michael, any other gigs right now in town? Or?
Well, the interesting thing is, yes, but no, but the interesting thing is about 2 weeks ago, I went to Vegas to see Steve opened up a club out there called Rockstar. And a piano player that I met 15 years ago, that I've been talking to on the phone for 15 years, is in my mind, if not the greatest, one of the top 5 greatest piano players in his age range. He's 48 years old. His name is Vernell Brown Jr. II. And he knew I was coming into town. So he put me on a recording session, and
great.
we started recording an EP to take to Blue Note Records.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a famous label.
It's a very famous label, and he's a very famous piano player. He's been the piano player for the Kenny Garrett Band, which is the offshoot of the Miles Davis Band, for over 25 years.
Michael, you produce your own music as well, right?
I do. Yes, I do.
Have you sold some music, or is it difficult being an independent artist without a label these days?
I'm looking for a label. Anybody got a label out there?
The man needs a label.
Talk. I was on a label. No, honestly, I was on a label for about 2 years. About 3 years ago, a guy heard some of my music and put me on his label. And he had one of the tunes on the label, went to 108 stations. I had airplay on 108 stations.
Wow.
And last year I did a CD, and the CD closed number 7 on the KFAI charts, which covers the whole Midwest of the United States.
Michael, anything you want to say as far as inspiration to the audience out there that you've learned over the years? People that want to become a musician, for instance, artists?
Well, this kind of music that I play, it's kind of funny, it's only 3% of the music market. But you can, if you have a heart for it and you want to share this incredible stuff, you can always find an audience for it. I've gone away from this music many times. I've played everything from waltzes and rumbas to heavy metal bands to rock and roll bands. I've worked with the Drifters, the Coasters, the Pliers, the Ink Spots, Joe Cocker. And I'm back to doing what's in my heart. This is what's in my heart, and this is where the light comes through that I get to be able to share back with people on a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Michael's very, very good. I think he's true to his music. He does not take shortcuts. He doesn't take a 9-to-5 job. He's true to his art. I say that as a friend, and he practices all the time, and I really give him credit because you don't always make a lot of money being an artist, but you stay true to what you love, and you'll do it well. And Michael does a great job, so I recommend Mikole Kaar and the Kaar Club to anybody listening that wants to book him, but he wants to play jazz, and his be true, not pop, right, Michael?
Yeah, it's got to be jazz nowadays.
Right. So
I figured I paid enough dues by now, playing music for over 60 years. So I think it's time to do what I need to do.
I think you've earned it. Michael, thank you for this excellent interview as my friend and fan.
Come on now, play it for me one time. Woo!
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of David of the Desert. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you do, please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. Please share it with your friends as I build my subscriber base and tell great stories from the desert from my point of view, and I hope you enjoy. And again, thanks for watching.